Have you ever had a dream slip through your fingers? Watched it fade away right in front of you. Maybe it wasn't because you lacked the talent or the opportunity, but because you didn't have a plan. Here's the hard truth. Without a budget, even your most important goals can fall apart. Dreams don't just need hope, they need structure. Hi, I'm Keith Demetriades, and today we're talking about financial literacy. We'll discuss why knowledge is power, how we can and should learn from others, and how taking personal ownership of your financial future allows you to reach for your dreams. Financial conversations are a staple in my household. I guess it comes with the territory since I'm a financial advisor and a dad of 4. One recent family discussion revolved around the book, A Boy, a Budget, and a Dream by Jasmine Paul. This story features a brother and sister, Joey and Cass, who each receive an allowance and how they use their money. Cass is a saver and Joey, the spender. He tends to buy whatever looks good when he has money in his pocket. When Cass comes home with an expensive new camera, Joey realizes that by spending his allowance every week, he has no savings, which puts his dream of attending STEM camp in danger. Cass reminds Joey that he is in charge of his goals and his money. If camp is really important to him, he needs to save his money to attend. That means formulating a savings plan and sticking to it. Together, they walk through the steps he needs to take. So Joey buckles down, he follows his plan, and with some hard work and perseverance, he's headed to STEM camp. Yes, this is a children's book, but it makes some great points about the basics of financial literacy as they relate to goal setting, savings, and budgeting. It also shows how financial responsibility starts with small, intentional choices and that anyone can develop the skills to manage money wisely. It's not just about knowing how to balance a checkbook or save a few dollars here and there. It takes understanding of the bigger picture, how money works, how to manage it wisely, how to use it to achieve what matters most to you. It all starts with a dream, a dollar, and a plan. The plan is the key. Warren Buffett says the best investment you can make is an investment in yourself. The more you learn, the more you'll earn. This is a really important idea. Did you know around 50% of adults lack a basic understanding of core money concepts? That's people of all ages and all walks of life. And I get it. Trying to understand all the moving pieces can be intimidating when you don't know where to start. And it's not one and done. Once you do get started, you have to keep learning so you can respond appropriately as your life and your finances evolve. Providing clear, easy to understand financial information to folks is one of the reasons I got into financial advising in the first place. I saw people struggling to manage their resources, and I knew I could help. But my experience with financial literacy didn't start when I began my career. It actually started much earlier, at home. We talked about the power of money when I was growing up. And when I was young and a little boy, my mother often told me something I'll never forget. It's not what you make, Keith. It's what you keep. That thought gained wings, so to speak, during my career as a naval aviator. I remember talking to my commander about his impending move to the DC area. We were in Japan. Back then, just like now, it was known for a high cost of living, and he was nervous about being able to afford the new cost of living. I was astounded by that idea. I knew what he made. There are pay charts that show what every rank makes and earns, and I couldn't understand why it might be a problem. I'm just worried there might not be enough to go around, Keith, he told me. It wasn't the first time I'd heard that concern, and it certainly wouldn't be the last. I heard it over and over from people who were earning an objectively good living. They just didn't know how to manage their income and savings in a sustainable way. It got me to thinking seriously about the idea of helping people with their money. And when I finished my service, I hit a crossroads. I could fly planes for the airlines or delivery services like some of my buddies in uniform, or I could pursue a different path, financial advising. The pilot thing was a pretty sure bet, and I stood to earn a healthy paycheck. Most of my flying buddies were in awe of me not flying and starting from ground zero again with this financial advice gig. No doubt they had thought I'd lost my mind. Maybe so. Well, I remember that painful start, from the low income to the long days, but what drove me was remembering it's not what you make, Keith, it's what you keep. I found value in the struggle because I wanted to be a student of the game. I wanted to be financially literate. Building from the ground up gave me a practical perspective. and I knew I could help inform and educate others, empowering them to make sound financial decisions. I guess in a very real sense, I was that boy with a budget and a dream. You might wonder exactly why financial education is so important. Here's a simple answer to that complex question. Finances impact nearly every part of your life. Think about it. They factor in almost every decision you make. Financial literacy develops critical skills like creating a budget, actively participating in retirement planning, managing risk, debt, and taxes. These aren't just financial skills, they're life skills. Look, I know many people balk at the idea of creating a budget because they equate budgeting with restriction. But let's reframe that idea. Designing a budget gives you clarity and control. That's the right narrative. When you track your income and expenses, you can see exactly where you stand. That clarity helps ensure you're in control by choosing to live within your means, finding opportunities to save, defining your goals, and dedicating your resources toward them. Now think about what that means for your life. When you live within your means, you're not overspending. You're not incurring unnecessary debt, and you can support your lifestyle while managing existing obligations. And you can still plan and save for a work optional retirement. But you have to start with an accurate and comprehensive picture of your finances. Knowing your overall financial situation helps you dedicate resources toward things that hold special value, including time with friends, family, or dreams like starting and running your own business. On the other hand, it also helps you plan for emergencies and identify decisions that could negatively impact your future. You can grow and thrive while protecting yourself. And you can do all these things more effectively when you understand both the how and the why of financial decision making. Financial literacy doesn't just help you make better decisions. It helps you understand why they are better. That knowledge doesn't just improve your immediate financial picture. It protects your future, making you less vulnerable to financial fraud or devastating financial missteps. Ultimately, your financial future is up to you. I encourage you to consider the concept of accountability and how your personal investment in the future will affect your results. For example, the burden of retirement planning is now mostly on the individual investor. With the advent of the 401k and the demise of the pension plans, we have to be much more proactive in retirement planning than prior generations. And many people don't realize the benefits of opting into their 401k, the power of the company match, or what their contribution should be to get the maximum return. It's also important to understand the investments within the 401k and what to consider when aligning them with your time horizon, your risk tolerance, and your goals, among other things. Along these same lines, you'll need to consider whether you're maximizing your IRAs, HSAs, taxable accounts, and more. Understanding different investment options today will help you determine what will serve your wants and your needs in retirement. Here's another thought. When you're working toward a major goal, like starting a business, financial literacy is essential. Think about it. Every step of that process involves financial decisions. For example, securing funding means understanding how your credit impacts loan eligibility and terms of the loan. Knowing what makes loan terms favorable, like competitive interest rates and manageable repayment schedules, can save you money and set your business up for success. You'll also need a solid budget to prioritize startup costs, whether for equipment, inventory, or marketing, and to project when your business will actually become profitable. Beyond that, understanding tax obligations and choosing the right business structure, such as an LLC or an S-Corp, can significantly impact your bottom line. And financial literacy helps you plan for the unexpected. Knowing how to build a financial cushion or secure insurance helps protect your business during the tough times. Financial literacy is the foundation that turns ambitious goals into sustainable realities. It equips you to make informed decisions, confidently pivot, navigate challenges, and carefully execute the overall vision. When you take this perspective, you can see that financial literacy is not really optional if you're serious about securing your future. So the question then becomes, are you willing to open yourself up to learning? While financial concepts can be complex, they don't have to be indecipherable or overwhelming. There are plenty of resources that can kickstart your learning. Maybe this video is one of them. You can also read books, listen to podcasts, subscribe to financial publications, or talk with a financial professional. Like anything, starting is the hardest part. From there, you just take one step at a time. I'm Keith Demetriades, and if you see the value of financial education, stick with me. I'm here to help provide clear information that helps you plan for your future. Subscribe, like, and share this video with others to stay connected and build your financial literacy. Be a savvy steward. Make your life count.